trying to make me cry in front of everybody, man?
Yeah, that's the point.
One word of advice. Buy TV, don't spend it on Hooker.
Super Russ. I'm the last character on my Justice League team with these four babes. Whoops. Got to stretch a little further. What's up, everybody? We are here with another YouTube homage / bootleg, the Zero Faces chat. I don't know if Bubs might have started a boycott against us because I don't see anybody in the chat yet.
This was really difficult to set up. I've never done this before, and it wasn't as easy as I thought.
I know. Hope everybody enjoys this possible train wreck. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think people prefer to see our beautiful faces, though. But
yeah, I think so, man. I think this face belongs on the big screen.
Yeah, I don't know about Bub's face, but
yeah.
So how you been, mate? How's everything going?
Been good. A little hectic with the video a day schedule, but it's working out.
Yeah, see, that's why. I mean, I try to keep it to like a video every 2 days, but even that is a struggle sometimes. So I've actually got. That's why a lot of my videos now, you'll notice, are coming out a lot like a week or two after I've actually filmed them.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bank them up. It's good when you got them in the bank, you know.
So, I never do that, man. I never think ahead. Like all these videos of days so far have been done like.
You wake up in the morning
and
you're like, what am I going to film today?
Exactly. I like try to come up with something all day and then I just pull something out of thin air like in 5 minutes and film it real quick and that's it.
Yeah. Hey, we got someone in the chat. What's going on, Ben?
What's up, Ben?
So today we did you put a link to the No Faces chat?
I did. That was the first link in the chat. It's the whole No Faces playlist.
Oh, the whole No Faces playlist. So if you guys want to know what we're doing here, then you can check out the OG No Faces chat.
Yep.
So we are the Zero Faces chat today, and we're going to show some books. How many books did you bring, Russ? Because I got a.
I've got a whole short box.
Your whole short box.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead and kick it off.
All right, this is how I thought I'd do it. So while you're probably going to show all your biggest books, that's not how I'm doing it today. Russ is just going to be flexing all his top shelf books. I thought I'd tell stories, right, through my books. So first book I'm going to show you, you know this one?
Oh, nice.
Right, so I've had this since I was a kid. So literally I've had this since, 89 when the movie came out, right? But mine's actually a little bit different. If you notice the top corner there, everyone else's version has the DC logo.
Oh yeah.
But this is the Australian.
Oh,
the Australian version. So it's actually by Adventure Book. Or what? This is an adventure book. And what's it? The BB I think stands for budget books. So
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I thought I'd show a bit of a Australian flavor, which segues into the next couple of books. So something I really want to start collecting. Hey, Metarog.
What's up, Metarog?
He's one of the regulars on the No Faces chat.
Yep. Welcome to the Zero Faces chat. We avoid all copyright strikes. We're not liable.
So something I really want to start collecting more of is movie adaptations. So I thought I'd show a couple of movie adaptations that I've got. Here's also something that I found recently. Well, not recently, but a little while back.
Oh, nice. Demolition
Man. I saw them and they were super cheap.
Movie.
Yeah. That was a great.
I didn't know they had a comic adaptation of it.
No. So as soon as I saw it, and it's on DC, I was like, oh, I got to get those. So a guy was selling the first 3 issues. I thought it was the complete set, but then when I got them, I found out I think there might be 4. So I think I'm missing 1 issue.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I thought that was a pretty sweet little movie adaptation pickup. And then I've got the Return of the Jedi. Spoiler alert for my video, right? But within the last week, I became a Star Wars guy. Russ, you a Star Wars guy?
Nice. Well, I mean, I guess I'm a casual fan.
Yeah.
I didn't start watching the movies until Rogue One came out. I never saw them growing up.
Oh,
But after
okay.
that, after I saw Rogue One, I went back and I watched like all the originals and the prequels and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't really like collect any of the comics or the memorabilia from it. I've got a few things, but I don't really like go out of my way to collect them.
Yeah. I heard Rogue One was pretty good. I haven't so I was one of those guys that was like, I only like the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I always liked them growing up. But when episode 1 came out, The Phantom Menace, I was like 15 minutes into it. I was like, I don't care. I do not care about a world with no Luke Skywalker, right? So, but I watched The Mandalorian just over the weekend, and it was so good. So, yeah, I'm more like so Sarah is a Star Wars person, Metarog. But I watched Mandalorian. I really wanted to watch it.
That's a great show. Yeah.
And it was great. So, and obviously, because you watched both seasons, Russ?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So the end of the second season, I already knew what happened, but I was pretty pumped for it. And then that got me all like, oh. So I'm going to go back and watch the originals. I watched The New Hope the other night, so I'm going to go back and rewatch the originals, and then maybe pick and choose which of the newer ones I want to watch. But yes, I did start yesterday. Did a Nerds Day Out video, and I bought a bunch of Star Wars stuff. But I may as well show you one more book, which is my Beautiful Warriors.
Oh yeah,
movie adaptation. Have you seen The Warriors, Russ?
I have, but it's been like so long, I don't really remember a lot about it.
Yeah, I guess it was a movie that I sort of watched growing up when I probably shouldn't have been watching it. But yeah, I love The Warriors. And everything, any kind of Warriors merch and stuff is always so expensive. It's ridiculous.
Really?
There were these figures. There's a store. So where I bought this from, I bought this off their eBay store, but they're called The Warriors Down Under. And they have like a stall at conventions and stuff. And like figurines and things like that. They're like $300-$400. It's ridiculous.
Wow, man.
So, but yeah,
That's
anytime
wild.
I can get something within my price range, I'll get it if it's The Warriors. That's right, Metarog. All right, mate. That's my first round. You go. You show us some stuff.
Right.
What's the fire?
Well, I might as well kick off with one of the biggest books in my collection, thanks to an AOK from Comic Books NYC, Action Comics 57. Some
Nice.
Golden Age goodness. And I believe this is just the third cover appearance ever of Lois Lane.
Oh.
Kavi hooked me up huge with this book. And
Yes.
now I want to collect more Golden Age, which
Good luck
is
with that.
expensive. I know, right? I have a goal to at least get one Batman and one Wonder Woman Golden Age to complete the Trinity here.
Yeah, see, that's a good way to do it, right? Because I've only got 2, or I think I've kind of got 3 Golden Age books now. But I was like, I want to have some Golden Age in my collection, so I want at least one Batman. And then I said I wanted a Sheena book because obviously Sheena was around in the Golden Age, and I got them. So, and I will show them today.
All right. Next up is another book I got courtesy of an AOK. This came from Bake the Snake. It's the Flash issue 130. Some Silver Age goodness.
Nice.
Really cool villains, floating head cover.
Nice.
Since this is a knockoff the No Faces chat, I'm not going to apologize for the glare. I'll just thank the top loader for that.
That previous book was in Mylar. Do you have much Mylar?
No, the only Mylar I have is books that came in Mylar from AOKs or books I happened to buy from eBay that came in Mylar.
Yeah, my first Mylar was from the Grey Man. I bought a book off the Grey Man,
Really?
and it came in Mylar, and I was like, "What is this bag? It's it's different." So,
Yeah.
uh,
It's amazing how much Mylar can like make the books look. It'll
yeah,
make like a beat up book look fantastic.
yeah.
This next one is one I got off of eBay last year or the year before last. It's the Flash issue 165, some more Silver Age. This is the wedding of Barry Allen and Iris West, so it's kind of like a minor key. But I saw it for like $5, and I thought, how can you not pick up a Silver Age book for $5?
Yeah, it's rare to
Plus,
find
at the
those.
time, I was really going on a big kick with collecting Flash comics.
Have you heard? Hey, look who's in the chat. We got the whole No Faces crew in the chat, pretty much.
Yo, what's up, Bubs? This is the Zero Faces chat, not the No Faces chat. There are no
Thank you.
similarities whatsoever.
Nothing at all.
Nope. This next book up is a Teen Titans key that I picked up not too long ago. It is the first appearance of Blackfire, Starfire's sister.
Oh, is that your bondage cover that you've got?
Yeah, it's pretty much a bond. I mean, she's like bound to this machine, and her sister's putting some kind of evil death ray on her.
That's cool. I didn't know that was because I remember you showing me that because you were like, I've only got one bondage cover, and I was like, show it to me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a key as well.
Let me take it out of the top loader and see if it looks a little bit easier to see. It's not a very expensive book. I got it for $10, so it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I might have to put it on the watch list.
I'd say it's maybe an 8.0, 8.5. If I had to guess. You ready to go for another round?
Me? Yep. I got some. All right. So, hey, Bubs, what do you think of my setup? It was a pain in the ass. All right. So, the next couple of books I thought I'd take a trip back to my childhood because obviously I am considered the noob, but I did like comic books when I was a kid. So, I thought I'd show some of the books. And now some of these books I actually the first two I'll show you are books that I actually still have since I was a kid, and then the other two I've repurchased recently. So this is I used to read Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, nice.
And if you notice what the cover is,
Nice is that Fantastic Four?
It is. So it's funny because at the time when I bought this as a kid, I would have had no idea that it was a Fantastic Four homage. So, so yeah, this one was in, I've got a little shoebox full of books that I salvaged from my parents' house when they sold their home. So, this is one of them. It's funny because I don't actually remember anything about Ren and Stimpy except for like Stimpy had like logs that used to come out of his bum.
Yeah. I vaguely remember the cartoon. Around that era, I watched more Beavis and Butthead than I did Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. Okay. So I used to see Beavis and Butthead, but I wasn't as into it. I appreciated Beavis and Butthead a little bit more as I got older because obviously the music sort of thing. So, but yeah, this is it's funny. So Ren and Stimpy had a bunch of books. So this was, I don't know if this is just in Australia, but Trial Comics. But a lot of the Ren and Stimpy books are actually on Marvel. So I've got like maybe one that has Marvel listed, but everything else I've got is Trial. And it's weird. I've got a Marvel book, a Marvel Ren and Stimpy book, which the American version has it's a different issue. So I've got the same cover, but it's like a different issue in America, which I thought was weird. So there's that. The next one, I used to be a massive Ninja Turtles fan, so this is another one I've had since
oh, nice,
since I was a kid. And I got it signed just a year or two ago from Kevin.
Oh, that's
Eastman.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, so it's cool that I was able to get my childhood book signed.
Yeah.
I also found a copy of this really cheap at like an antique store not that long ago, and I actually bought it to put in my giveaway, which Sharon actually won that giveaway. And I so regret. I was like, man, because this book's gone up a bit, and the copy I sent her was so much nicer than this copy. So, but yes, it's kind of because I had it. I thought I wanted to give it to someone else so they could, have the same
Yeah, that's cool.
share a book with me. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool that I got Kevin Eastman. I'll never do this again. So normally when comic creators come to our conventions, you don't have to normally, there's no line, you don't have to pay for them or anything like that. They're not, they're not massive celebrities. But when Kevin Eastman came, you had to pay for his signature.
Yeah.
I lined up for 4 hours and I'm never doing it again. Like my toe went numb for 3 months. It was like 2 or 3 months. I could feel my big toe. So just for this stupid signature. So there is that. Another comic series I used to read was The Simpsons.
Oh, I love that show back in the day.
I should take the price tag off. Well, I really like the Bartman one because Bart was like my favorite character because he was the most relatable, I guess, because you're in school and stuff. But the Bartman comics were great. I had the first issues all came with a poster, which I actually didn't check to see if this has the poster. And the posters from all 4 of the first issues of Simpsons, Bartman, Radioactive Man, and Itchy and Scratchy all joined up to be like a one big poster. So I still have the Radioactive Man actually that I had with the glow in the dark cover from when I was a kid, but this one I had to repurchase. So I don't know what happened to all my Simpsons comics, but yeah, this one I want to rebuy. I'd love to get the Bartman one. It's got like a foil cover of him falling in like a thing of acid. So let's see. Oh, yeah, that's better. Trust me. So yes, I repurchased that recently. Something I said I'd never do was go and repurchase books that I used to own because I just didn't want to fall into that rabbit hole of.
Oh yeah, it's definitely You fall into the nostalgia trap and you just try to find like everything from when you were a kid.
So this next one is the big one, which I am so glad that I repurchased, but at the same time, I'm scared of falling into this rabbit hole because this was my favorite comic book. Like I loved Spider-Man when I was a kid, but this was my favorite of all time. Oh, dude, I used to love this comic book, man. I've got this. So they started off, this is an issue 0. They started off with like a little mini series of like 4 or 5 issues. And then it started into the ongoing. And back then I didn't understand. I was like, why did it just go back to number 1? So I had the whole mini series, and then I had the first like probably 50 issues from the what's it called? The ongoing as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really stoked. So I actually want to repurchase the first issue of the ongoing as well. But it's not cheap. Like these books aren't cheap. Out of all the ones that I had as a kid, so when I first regained all my childhood books, first thing I did was look them up, see if they had any value. And I didn't have this, but I looked it up and I was like, this was the only book that was kind of selling for a little bit. You've got the Genesis game. Do you have? So I thought this was the first appearance, but it's not. Yeah. The first appearance is actually some really small mini comic that came with the video game.
Oh, really?
So that one there is a hard one to get. So
I might have had that at some point because I had the Sonic video game on Sega.
I don't know if it came with the video game. I think it was
it
was a promotional thing.
Oh, okay.
Metarog can probably tell us. I'm sure Metarog knows about it. But this was this is his first appearance in a proper size comic. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really glad I purchased that. And I'm getting all nostalgic recently on Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm starting to buy Sonic like stuff when I see it, and yeah, it's not good.
Did you ever watch the Sonic cartoons back in the 90s?
Yeah, there was 2 of them, right? There was the one that was like really kiddie, like it was like really for young kids. And then there was one that was awesome that was based more on the comic books and had all the comic book characters like Boomer and Antoine and all that sort of stuff. That was awesome. Used to love it. And that's me for that round.
All right. Let me grab another handful of books right fast.
It was a promo at shops, yeah, see? It wasn't actually with the game.
All right. I got a nice little stack here. Some more key goodness.
Gee, goodness.
Looking at some of these, man, it's amazing like how many of them were AOKs and stuff.
Yeah, you've got some pretty sweet AOKs.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how familiar you are with Booster Gold. He's the character from
No,
the 90s that Dan Jurgens created. I
I
have
know he was. Yep, sorry, go.
his first appearance here that was AOK'd to me from JPL Flash.
Nice. Booster Gold was a big part of Heroes in Crisis. I don't know if you read that, but
No, I use that to prop up my desk when it's lopsided. I've got a Superman 1 after the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline, and they rebooted everybody. And this is the first appearance of the new Metallo. And another thing that's special about this book is it's signed by John Byrne on the first interior page.
Oh,
This was one of the books I got in a AOK from Comic Books NYC.
that's interesting to sign it on the inside, right? Is it so
Yeah.
they don't destroy the art on the front?
Yeah, I think some artists prefer to sign on the interior pages instead of on the cover.
Interesting.
And last year when I was going on that collecting a bunch of Flash comics, I picked up the first Wally West solo run after Barry Allen died in the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline. Wally West took up the mantle, and this is the first issue of that book.
Yeah, you got some big books.
Yeah.
You got some impressive.
It wasn't too expensive. I think I got it for $5 or $6. So I don't think these go for a lot, but it's cool to me because Wally West was the Flash that I grew up reading in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I didn't find out about Barry Allen until a few years into the collecting run. So Wally's always been my favorite version of the Flash.
It's funny how because obviously I've only been collecting for like 3 years, probably a bit over 3 years now. But just 3 years ago, the books I was seeing, they were so cheap and affordable. And then 2-3 years later, I was like, what? Why can't I afford that anymore?
It's amazing what will jump, and like books you wouldn't expect. Some just like stuff that was in the dollar bin for years and years, all of a sudden starts going up out of nowhere. You never know what's going to take off. The next one up is a Green Lantern #1. Again, these are all like DC #1 issues after the Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I picked up this in a lot with the first 7 or 8 in this series. When I first started reading Green Lantern, Hal Jordan was on his way out. It was issue 46. Coast City had got destroyed. He kind of went crazy, became Parallax, and Kyle Reiner took over. So pretty much in the 90s, Kyle Reiner was my Green Lantern. But I wanted to go back and pick up some Hal Jordan stories. And I heard this was a great run to start with. So I picked up the first 7, 8 issues in a lot.
Yeah, my only Green Lantern I read was his more recent one, and I just read the first issue. And I was like, this is not my jam.
Really?
Yeah.
The Emerald Twilight story is super good. That's just a 4-issue arc. I think you might like that.
But am I going to understand what's going on?
No.
If you jump into a Green Lantern story and there's aliens and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? You need to kind of know.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. The action in it will kind of suck you into the story, I think.
Okay.
This next one up was an AOK probably close to 3 years ago now from Just a Little Podcast, Cookie. It's Wonder Woman #1, some George Perez goodness. Again, this was another #1 issue after Crisis on Infinite Earths, sort of reset the universe. And I have a clear backing board on this one because it has a really cool wraparound cover.
Yeah, it's a nice cover.
But this sort of that's what set me on the path to collect all the DC #1s after Crisis. Switching gears to Marvel, I have Avengers 57. It is the first appearance of Nebula. I'm sorry, issue 257. The first appearance of Nebula.
Damn.
Yeah, I picked. Yeah, and it's crazy how cheap I got this because I picked it up before any of the movie hype and stuff. I think I got it for like $3, man, off of eBay. But I picked it up because I read the Infinity Gauntlet comic for the first time a few years ago, and some of the characters in that did so much more than they did in the movies, and it just kind of made me a little more interested to see their origins. And I felt her first appearance super cheap, so I picked it up.
That's a winner.
Yeah, it's funny because, spoiler alert, in the Infinity Gauntlet comic, Nebula was the one that reversed Thanos' snap and brought everybody back to life.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you doing a video telling the story of Infinity Gauntlet, and I was blowing my mind. I was like, what?
Yeah. I get because they did so much in that they couldn't do in the movie yet, I guess. Because they couldn't do Adam Warlock yet, they couldn't do Silver Surfer yet. And they played such a huge role in the comic.
Metarog got it for 60 cents.
He probably bought it when it first came out, yeah.
Yeah, he bought it on New Comic Book Day.
Metarog over here getting Incredible Hulk 181 out of the dollar bins. This next one up is an Uncanny X-Men issue 164, and this is the first appearance of Miss Marvel in her binary form. I was picking up Miss Marvel keys for a while after I picked up the first issue, and just so happens this was a cool little X-Men key I got on the cheap. I'm sort of on a quest to collect Uncanny X-Men starting with issue 100 up to 150. And I'm close to getting the most expensive issues in that run. So after I do that, the rest of them should be pretty easy.
Going on, Drew.
All right. That's it for me right now.
All right. Oh, I got a couple new faces in the
catch up
chat.
on the chat.
But Drew.
What's up, Comic Assassin? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Hope you're doing well in the new year. Mad Spidey, what's going on, man?
Alrighty. Mad Spidey's been like jumping on live like a madman recently. Yeah. All right.
And see, we got a random bot here. Subscribe, random bot, subscribe.
He would just get unsubscribed though. All right. So now I've got some old books that Metarog and Barbs will appreciate. They're very sniff-worthy, Metarog. They smell great. You can smell them through the bag. All right. So this first one is a classic. Boom! Look at that. First appearance of Dolphin.
Oh, nice. Dolphin.
Yeah. Time for me to flex some books, yeah? So I just remember seeing this on like things like Comic Gories and things like that. And I don't know what it was. It might have been that leg. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I just always wanted it. And then I think because I found out it was a first appearance as well. Because I discovered Dolphin as a character more from that Josh Middleton cover.
Oh yeah, Dolphin is DC, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's part of like the whole Aquaman thing. So the funny story is, when I bought this, I was watching one on eBay, right? And this one actually has a tear. I don't know if you can. Oh, this camera is pretty good, my new camera. You can see the tear there.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to notice because it's kind of so flat. But when I was watching this and another copy on eBay, and I accidentally bought this one. I bought the wrong one. But the other one, it didn't have a tear, but the other one, the spine was way worse than this one. So I actually kind of prefer this because you can barely notice the tear.
Yeah, I don't mind tears and stuff like that on older books like that.
But yeah, the other one, the spine was absolutely trashed. So look at that leg. Yeah, so that is Dolphin. Very happy that I got that. This was selling at the convention, Comic-Con the other day. Someone was selling for, I think, $250
Wow.
bucks. And so at the end of the day, it was gone. It was off the wall. I was like, are you serious? Someone paid $250 for that? That's insane. Insane. The next one has one of the greatest spines I have in my collection and is another classic.
Oh, yeah.
First appearance of Mera. Again, this was one of the biggest steals ever because I put a bid on it on eBay, and it's because it's a trash copy. Like, it's got tape, and so it's absolutely stuffed, this copy. But I put a bid on it, like my maximum bid on eBay, not expecting to win. And then I woke up in the morning and it said I won because no one else put a bid on it. So even I bid like, I can't even remember how much I bid, but like I paid like half of what I bid because, you know, it just takes you down to the most recent bid. That's what I love about eBay. Like, you put your maximum bid, like, and then you don't even have to pay that half the time. So, but yeah, and the best part of the cover is looking good anyway. So
Yep. That's issue. Is it 11?
yes, very good,
Okay.
Russ. Very good. Very good. I don't know if I've ever taken this out because I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then it might just disintegrate. That smells good though. It smells good, man. Right? Smells vintage. Okay, yeah, exactly right, Drew. Okay, the next one is one of my Golden Age books. Like I said before, I wanted to collect one Batman and one Sheena, at least. I just wanted at least one of this character. And to find like a cheaper copy, normally you find there's pen written all over. Like, there was one where there was pen on her leg, and I was like, how dare
Oh,
you?
yeah.
How dare you?
Sacrilege.
Deface that leg. So this one here had some writing there. Michael probably owned this book at one stage. He was like, hey, my name starts with M. How about I put my name in that M? So yeah, that's one of my Golden Age ones. Again, the spine's absolutely trashed. But yeah, I just wanted one that had a cool cover and that was, I guess, affordable. I can't remember how much I paid, but it wasn't that cheap for me.
Yeah.
But I recently went to when I did that first Nerds Day Out video with Sarah, and we found that comic shop at the market. He had a couple of these, like, I don't know if they were Sheena or Jumbo, but he was selling for $90 a pop, and I was like, I'm not. I gotta have to have some really good cover for me to pay $90 for one. So
It's hard to find affordable Golden Age.
yeah, well, you see, on eBay you can find affordable ones, but not for me because by the time I pay postage, then it's
Oh, yeah.
not affordable. So,
It'd be like a $5 book and $50 postage.
yeah, it's ridiculous. This is my Batman Golden Age.
Awesome.
I love it because I bought this local. So this is actually I actually never looked to see if it was. Well, no, it says 10 cents. I don't know. But yeah, I was watching this for a while, and I just one day I was like, you know what? I really like this cover, and I never see it. Like, I never see anyone show this book. So you know me, I like romance covers. So Batman falls in love. You got Robin being all like, Batman, can't you hear me? The police commissioner is calling us. But Batman's like, I don't care, Robin. I found a lick-worthy babe.
Work can wait.
So, yeah, I love this cover so much. So I'm so glad I picked it up. But this was not cheap. I paid a lot of money for this.
What issue is it?
It's issue number. Oh, what's that say? I can't. My eyes. The camera's probably about 87.
Oh, wow. It's under 100.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just never show. I never see anyone show this. Show this cover. So, yeah, it's right up my alley. This cover. So, I love it. And yeah, so in my video when I showed both these books, my first Golden Age books, I went to take this out of the bag and it's never coming out again because the book pretty much fell apart on me and stuff like that. And I was like, no. So yeah, it's just gonna have to sniff it through the bag. So there's that. And then I've got this. This is actually something I want to show this because Bubs showed something. I don't know if you watched one of Bub's recent hauls. He had a Wonder Woman book as one of his old doppelganger sort of
Oh
cover.
yeah, I saw that.
But he had the Pizza Hut Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
So I've got a Pizza Hut Collector's Edition of this. Yeah. So I found this again super cheap. It's absolutely look at that crease across the page. But I just freaked out because I was like, what the hell is a Pizza Hut Collector's Edition? So I just thought I want that in my collection.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what the book is. I just saw the Pizza Hut thing and thought it was quite unique. And it's got another nice tear on the page there.
Yeah. I've got one of the Pizza Hut X-Men books from the early 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There were 6 in the Pizza Hut. Like 6, as in 6 just random DC books? Or 6 Batman, 6 Wonder, like, how did it work? That's all for this round, mate.
All right. Let me grab a few more books here. I have my second Golden Age book. I've only got 2. The one came from Kavi, and this one came in an AOK from Night Tiger. It's called Crime Does Not Pay. It's issue 91. Don't know much about this story. I never did get a chance to read it, but it's Golden Age, so I got to show it.
Better than ever.
Very cool cover on this. It says September 1950. So this book is over 70 years old at this point.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is it still better than ever?
Yeah. I need to take this out and read it. I did read the that Golden Age Superman book that Kavi sent very, very carefully. I was so nervous taking that out and reading it. But it was complete and stayed together, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's the funny thing when you buy books, old books, and you never open them. Yeah, I never actually think about this, but like the book might not even be complete.
Yeah. That's what's good. Like if you buy old books and buy them and already slabbed, it tells you like on the label if it's complete or not. Like when I bought that Avengers 57 first Silver Age Vision, I was able to like open it up and flip through it carefully and make sure it was complete and nothing was missing. So like if I'm going to buy an expensive raw book from that era, it's going to have to be in person. But this next book is a more modern book. I believe it was around 2003, 2004. It's Captain America issue 34 with an awesome cover here. And this is the first appearance of Bucky Barnes as Captain America.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was when he took over the mantle.
That's a great book. Was it super violent when he became Captain America?
Man, it's been a while since I read it. I can't really remember.
Because does Captain America, I mean, not Bucky, but does Captain America use guns?
I mean, he did in the like the original comics, man, because it was in that war era.
Yeah.
But Bucky, he was just like a straight up brainwashed killer as the Winter Soldier. I'm not sure how long Bucky ran as Cap before Sam Wilson took over. I think Bucky was Cap first before Sam in the comics, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's an awesome cover.
That's great, yeah.
I picked that up in a lot for like $7.
Yeah, I'm trying to, every now and then I look up lots to see if there's any. Look, I found one on eBay the other night this guy was selling, and he had some cool books in the pictures of the stacks, But then when you read the description, he's selling a whole bunch of lots, and he's like, comics may not match what's seen in the pictures. I was like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. This next one is a one that was on my list last year. It's Amazing Spider-Man 121, and I found it in a local shop. He wanted $50 for it, but I talked him down to 40 because it's complete, but there's a big tear missing out of the cover there on the side of Aunt May's face. And there's some tears on the interior. It's in really rough shape, but I mean, this is Detective Gwen Stacy. I managed to pick it up for $40 raw.
Yeah, I know. I think
Eventually,
Sarah's-
yeah. One of the books on my list this year is 122. It's The Death of Green Goblin. And I'm trying to find it in a low grade raw copy too. When I have
What?
sets of books, I don't like to get one raw and one slabbed. Like if it's in a set and I have one raw, I want to get them all that way.
Yeah.
But this was another one that I opened up and read. It's a great story.
Yeah, Sarah's
I
been
wouldn't
a
I wouldn't mind finding the Spanish edition of this book because over there
Yeah,
they
she
didn't
lives.
kill
Right?
they didn't kill Gwen Stacy off in the Spanish edition. So every story from 121 on was different.
Yeah, that's
So I would love
crazy.
to pick up the Spanish edition of these two. That might start me down another rabbit hole because I don't have any foreign edition books.
Yeah, well, one of the books I'm going to show you, I brought a foreign edition, and I would actually like to collect more foreign editions of it as well. So
It's cool when the whole story differs because of certain events.
yeah, that's insane.
This next one is Avengers King Size Annual 10, and this is the first appearance of Rogue. I absolutely love Rogue. She's an all-time favorite X-Men. Mostly from the cartoon growing up, the animated series. I was like probably 11 or 12 when the animated series came out. I just fell in love with the Rogue character, man. That Southern accent. That was like my first childhood crush, I think. So I was a huge fan of her through like the comics. And I was able to pick up a raw copy of her first appearance for like, I believe I got it for $25. And at the time, these books were like skyrocketing because of rumors that she was going to be in a movie 3 years down the road. But I was able to get my hands on a cheap copy. This is an awesome read as well. Definitely recommend reading it if you can get a hold of a digital copy or a reprint.
There you go, Metarog again at the front door on New Comic Book Day, picking up his spec.
That
He
makes
says
me
the-
wish I would have started collecting sooner.
He says the Mexican edition Gwen survived as well. That's interesting.
I wonder how expensive those foreign editions of those books are.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes they're cheaper,
I've
and
never
sometimes
looked
they're
up the price on them.
Yeah.
This next one up was an AOK from Matt, the boy who had 7. It is Shazam Issue 1.
Man, that book. Again, when I first started collecting, I think the Shazam movie wasn't out yet, but it was coming out. And I saw that for $20. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's
Oh,
it's
man.
first issue, right?
I know when I first started looking at them, 9/8 slabs were right around the $100 range.
Hmm.
And I was just about to pull the trigger on one, and it started going up and up, 200-300. And at the time, there was no way I could do that. So I wouldn't have got this book if Matt hadn't AOK'd it to me.
Yeah, I just
And
couldn't believe it.
he even sent it with issue 2.
Oh, winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to buy it because I was like, oh, that'd be a good issue to start with Shazam to find out about him and stuff. And I didn't buy it in time, and it went. And then later on, I'm just like, what? Why is that book so expensive? It's like it was $20 when I first saw it. Energy.
Here's another cool one. It's Spawn issue 9, first appearance of Angela.
Nice.
I was sort of on a quest to recollect the first 20 issues of Spawn because I had them back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody AOK, I can't remember who AOK'd me this book. I don't think they have a YouTube channel anymore. But this was a few years ago. And I finally found an affordable copy of Spawn issue 1. So now I have like the 2 biggest issues in the first 20. So the rest of them
They're
should
cheap,
be easy
man.
to collect.
The rest of them are dollar bins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that I got the 2 biggest ones in the run, the other 18 should be easy.
I picked up the first Angela off Mark for like $20-$25, and he's like, it's a low grade copy. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I just want to have the book. And then Mad Spidey AOK'd me a Spawn lot, which had issue 1 and the first Angela as well. So I've got
That's
2.
awesome.
I've got 2 of the first Angelas.
Yeah.
I might get one
Yeah,
away
I don't.
eventually.
Yeah. As far as grades go, I don't really care that much. As long as the book, like the cover, is complete and it's on the staples and there's nothing missing from the book. I don't care if it's in like horrible condition because I'm not a reseller. I just get it for the personal collection. All right, I'm going to show one more this round.
Cool.
This is a sweet Carla Cohen cover. It was the last new comic I bought before I decided to stop buying new issues. It's the Dark Knights of Steel Harley Quinn cover.
Nice.
Love that one. But yeah, after this, no more new books, no more cover buys. I'm only focusing on my list and older books.
I wish I could do that.
Well, I mean, you'd probably put Mark out of business if you stopped buying new books, bro. You ready with the lot?
Yeah. These are my last round. Thought I'd show a couple of keys and an interesting one. So this is one of my first big sort of books I found because one of the first characters I kind of had some sort of intrigue with was Raven. What's up, Gray?
Hey, Gray man.
And at the time, that's when I was really buying first appearances. So I was lucky because in that time, things weren't too expensive. So this was the first book I paid.
Nice.
I think I might have paid $100 for it, maybe. And at the time, that was like, whoa! I can't believe I'm spending $100 on a comic book. So, yes, I'm glad I got it. And again, I didn't read the Superman Green Lantern story, but I read the Teen Titans story. So I can't remember it, but I do remember flicking through and reading the Teen Titans.
How much of the story is in the book from the Titans? Is it like the whole first issue, or is it just the first few pages?
No, it's like I think it's from memory. I think it's in the middle. I feel like it's just like a random section in the middle that has this Teen Titans thing. So, but yeah, one of my first big books that I forked out money for. Pretty stoked.
That's an awesome one to have.
And then you've got this
Metarod flexing again.
Oh, this guy. Okay. Hey, Gray man, I read all right, just not enough. So I recently picked this up, which you obviously have as well.
Yep.
Is yours slab?
No, mine's just in a top loader.
I'm so glad because I was looking for a low grade copy, raw, right? And they were going for anywhere from about $100 to $150, but it was hard to get one for $100. So I knew I was going to have to pay about $140 to $150 for one. And I kept losing eBay auctions, right? And then yeah, Sarah messaged me one day. I was like, "Hey, this guy's selling this on Facebook for $200 in a 9.2." I was like, "Yes, please." So yeah, I'm stoked that I picked that up for the price I got it for. But a little while back, people who watch my videos will know I got this. But I picked up this, which is the Australian reprint, and it's not actually. What's their price tag there? It's not actually Tales of the Teen Titans 44.
Yeah.
It's actually Tales of the Teen Titans number 13, the Judas Contract Australian edition. And this is the first Nightwing in Australia.
That's cool,
So,
man. That's awesome.
yeah. I got that for it was pretty cheap, man. I paid like maybe $15, $20. Oh, it might have even been $12. But I thought, you know what, I'll get this for now. Because at the time I didn't have this yet. So I was like, I'll get it
Yeah.
as like a holding place for it. But I'm pretty stoked that I got both. And on eBay, I've noticed there's a lot of foreign editions of this. And I'm thinking about collecting all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I saw quite a few. And there's even like a real mini-sized one, like like an ash can sized one almost. That I
Oh, yeah.
saw.
That's
I
cool.
was thinking about just buying all of them. That's all. I might just show another AOK while since you did like an AOK haul fest. I may as well
All
show
right.
this. This is an AOK that I couldn't believe that someone would do.
Oh, yeah, the new
It was a
mutants.
prize tag from 64-page special. It's actually a Halo slab. So just the fact that he didn't want this, because he was like, oh, he already had the book. He's like, oh, since you're in Australia, send it to SimpleSimon. I was like, what? And yeah, I just, at the time, I used to not consider how big a book this is. And
Yeah.
the longer I've had it, the more I'm like, wow, I can't believe someone just did that for me. So
That's epic, man.
yeah. So pretty stoked that I got that. So that's not something I'll ever sell, just because of the story behind it. And that'll do for me, I think.
All right.
What you got, mate?
I'm going to show a slab next. This was a sentimental buy for me. It's Superman issue 75 in a 9.8 signed by Dan Jurgens.
Oh, that was from Bubs, right?
No, this is a eBay buy.
Okay.
He
Bubs
did send
sent
me
you
he sent me a signed Reign of Superman book.
Okay, yeah, I knew he sent you
Yeah.
something signed.
That's in here. I'll show it next. But this one I picked up off of eBay. I think I got it for, I can't remember if it was, I think it was slightly under 200. It was like 175 or something.
That's good.
Yeah, for a signed copy, I thought it was. And the reason this is sentimental is because this was like right around the time I started collecting. And if you guys want to know the whole story, I did a video not too long ago called Why Do You Collect? Origin Story. And that was because of a question that Metarog posed. So go check out that video if you guys haven't seen it yet. Plug for my channel.
And check out Metarog's one that he posted, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome. Metarog and I have a few similarities in our collecting origin stories. Let me grab this. Here it is. This was the book that Bub AOK'd to me.
Yeah, nice.
Reign of Superman, issue 78. This was the die cut cover. Got a cool certificate of authenticity there. Awesome book.
Oh, that's the steel one on the back.
Yeah, it's
That's the actual cover that I want.
yeah.
I can never find it. I had that as a kid, and I can
I know
only
it's
ever
weird.
find.
You find the die cut covers more than anything, but it's hard
Yeah,
to
I
find
found the
like
die
the
cut
A
one recently.
covers.
But you cannot find that one anywhere, man, and I want it.
I don't think it's an expensive book or anything. It's just for some reason it's harder to find.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Here's another sentimental buy. It's Action Comics 688. It's an 8.5, but I didn't really care about the grade on this one. My very first comic, as many of you guys know, was Action Comic 688, which is still the original book I bought back then, is up on my comic wall. But I saw this on eBay, and it was the only graded copy I saw at the time. And I ended up picking it up for like $40 or something. I just thought it would be cool to have my first book in a slab.
Yeah, I've got my first. When I refer to comics, I always refer to my more recent when I started collecting properly.
Yeah. Because your first book when you came back in was what? It was Batman 50, right?
Batman 50 and Catwoman 1. So I've got Batman 50
Yeah.
slabbed. I got that from Sharon. And I know that's one of your favorite books of all time.
The cover is, anyway, the Jim Lee cover, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I don't have that one, man. I need that. And that's the only
I
one
think,
that's kind of expensive.
Yeah, there's a fall edition of that cover, too, I think, that's really expensive.
Yes.
Mine's just the regular variant cover. Speaking of Catwoman, have some lick-worthy action here. Catwoman #1, the Balint run. This was easily my all-time favorite Catwoman costume in the comics. I love that. That got me through some lonely childhood nights.
Yeah, I picked that up pretty cheap not that long ago.
Yeah. That's I think I paid $70 with shipping for mine, so that's not bad. And my last book I'm going to show was the very first slab I bought. I picked this up back in 2018, and that was right around the time that I started going after bigger books. And it was the first time I ever spent $100 on a book, and that was like panic attack mode for me to spend that much on one comic. But it is the Savage She-Hulk 1. I found it in a 9.6. It is the newsstand edition. But since then, this book has gone like up and down. I think at one point it was close to 800. Now it's back down to about 500 for a 9.6.
Yeah, man, that's
But
another one.
I guess I was pretty lucky that I got it for 100 before the hype started.
I saw one not that long ago. It was in a Halo slab, and it was like 100. It was about $100 as well. And this was only like going back like last year, like 6 months ago maybe.
Yeah.
And I just was waiting, and then one day I was like, you know, I should get it. Gone.
Yeah, I know. I waited about a month on this, and I was watching a comic channel. I think his name was Daz, the Key Collector.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, and he was saying this book was going to go up soon, and that's when I decided, well, if it does, there's no way I'll be able to afford it, so I'll just bite the bullet and drop the 100 and get it while I can. Being a collector and not a reseller, it wasn't important for me to get a 9.8. I'll take the 9.6 because it was cheaper than a 9.8. Because when I get books, I don't get them to resell. I get them for the collection. So when I hear something's going to go up, if I can jump on it. I'll jump on it while it's still affordable, just to have it for the collection. Then, you know, if something ever happens down the road, like where I absolutely have to have some money, that'd be like the only way I'd sell my books, man.
Yeah,
but I would sooner try to sell my kidney than one of my books if I got desperate.
Well, the stuff that I really like, I would never sell, but there's definitely books I have which I could sell.
After I had to sell so much of my collection back in 2000. That was like one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And since then, I just can't bring myself to sell a book. I mean, after I did that, I didn't even collect for like 15 years. So now that I'm back into it, and, you know, unless I'm in a situation where I'm about to have to go live in a cardboard box, I'm not selling my books again. It took too long to get them back.
All right, mate. Is that all you got? We hit the hour. That was fun. I
Yeah, it was
changed my
pretty
book.
fun, man.
Changed my book to a
Oh,
Bubs
nice.
book.
Let me zoom in on that right quick.
Yeah.
Alien Worlds.
Yeah, I should have had more Bubs books on hand. That was within reach, so I thought I'd change my background there.
What's up, Steven Spot? I didn't miss anybody. Anybody else, did I?
I don't think so.
We got the 4th or 5th bot of the night. What's going on, random bot?
All right, mate. Well, it was a fun one. Maybe we'll have to revisit this one time again.
Sounds good, man. It went better than I thought I did. Thought it would.
Yeah, it'd been a while, I think, since we'd shown books as well. So that was
yeah, it has.
And that's how we kind of originally started. We always were showing books, so it was good to see some books again. And anyone else got any shows that you want us to rip off? Let us know, because we need ideas for next week. We haven't really done a cover slingers, have we? Where it's like the one type of cover.
No, not really. We did the comic categories, but we haven't really done a cover slingers. So we could try that, man. What would we call it, though?
Comic slingers.
Comic slingers instead of cover slingers. What do you think, Gray Man? Could we get you as a judge on our homage of your show?
He won't give out 10s so easily, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, if that goes down the toilet and we don't do that, there's always the Only Feet chat.
Oh man, what are you doing? We just lost all our viewers.
Yeah. What do you guys think? $5 donation to my PayPal and I remove the sock. Any takers? Any takers?
I'm leaving the stream right now.
All right. Back to the bookshelf.
All right, let's wrap it up, mate.
I just got a $20 donation from one of the random bots, man.
Already?
No, I'm playing. Metarog doesn't like that idea. Great,
right.
Man, doesn't mind being a judge, so maybe we'll put that together.
Gray Man, give us the category that you would like. We do that now, and then next week we'll do the comic. We call it cover art slingers or something.
Yeah. So, you got anything coming up on your channel you want to promote?
I did another Nerds Day Out with Sarah yesterday, so I don't know when it's going to come out, but that will come out soon. I've got another episode of The Noob. Mad Spidey joined me and Mark, and we talked about No Way Home. So we did a little spoiler review of No Way Home. It's a bit overdue, but figured by now everyone's seen it. And yeah, the usual weekly haul. Also, my 900 sub giveaway is pretty much going to end within probably 20, like tomorrow. Tomorrow night for me. So you still got about a day and a half to really get an entry in. So yeah, and then I'm going to end that and then prepare for my Road to 1K giveaway, which I've just been slack with. So
yeah. It's hard to throw it together like that quick, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. So yeah. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's made video entries for it too, because I've definitely had a little bit of a sub bump recently, so it's been good. All right, so the category.
Greyman says battles.
That's an easy one.
See some fisticuff action. All right,
that's a good one. What
do they normally? They do normally just 5 books, right?
They do 5. Right. Yeah.
So that sounds good. We'll get 5 battle covers and see what happens.
Yeah, sweet. All right. Well, let's wrap it. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. It's been fun. And answer your cues on your... Yeah, sorry, Grant. I'm really bad with looking at Facebook, so I'll sometimes I don't look at my messenger for like 2 days. I'm really bad. But cool. Cheers, everyone.
All right. Peace.